So, hello and welcome to another small live stream here on my channel. Actually, last week I couldn't make it really because I was stuck very bad. Continue on this project this week, and I can see my audio is scrambling here, so I will just quickly restart the stream here. So, for the ones who didn't follow the stream or the last stream, what we did last time is we had a U console here, and I was starting to build a home configuration, and this is more or less a rewrite of my already existing configuration because the existing one was kind of tightly coupled to various systems, and I want to build something with a little bit more flexibility. So this should be kind of a universal home configuration with different setups for, let's say, Windows, WSL, foreign Linux distros, and of course NixOS. And when we head over to the code, actually that's the point where we have stopped last time. So we had configured our flake and made a basic server profile. Yeah, hello Stefano, nice to see you in chat. Yeah, exactly. What we are doing here, or what I'm doing here, is to kind of build a separate home manager configuration that's not as tightly coupled as the one I have in my default nix-flake, because especially at work, I find myself using different distros, and of course there's a lot of Windows machines involved, and I need a more flexible setup to get all my usual Nix working environment to the other machines, and that's why I'm kind of rebuilding my home configuration here. So just from where we left off last time, we had our server Nix here configured and our basic user setup, and the ones who follow my channel and who see how I build my my Nix stuff, that's a very common structure here. So here we have some modules with some feature sets here, in this case the CLI, and a base configuration. Here we have configured our overlays for Nix, and here's my user configuration with our first very little profile that is just called server.nix. And what we are doing here is we kind of enable feature sets. So we have features here, and in this case it's CLI features that's coming from up here, and here we just have some simple options for enabling new shell, for enabling niche, and for enabling fuzzy finder. And when I prepared the stream for last week, I was kind of thinking about going into desktop after that. But I want to make some more changes to the server config. And especially I need to have, dependent on systems and on different use cases, I need to have some kind of basic coding setups on the home environments, and that's something I want to build out today. So we have kind of a flexible coding setup where we can enable and disable, let's say, different languages and different package sets as we need them. So let's see how we can build this. So the way I want this to work is, I don't know, let's say, for example, on our on our server.nix under the CLI, or do we do it under CLI? No, we can just give it its own space here. And let's say we do something like coding equals. And then we could just enable some languages. Oh, let's see. I need to check how I can get rid of the predictions here. I don't know right now. Okay. So let's say we have here something like coding, and then I want to have something like nix and something like enable equals true. And let's say we do the same for, I don't know, for Python. And that's kind of the base functionality I want to have here on my server profiles, so I can just enable and disable some kind of language sets. So let's see what we have here. Okay, this needs to go out here. Oh, is that correct? Yeah, that should be. Oh, there's still some mistake. I kind of need to find a little bit into it, to be honest, because I kind of had a very long day with lots of meetings and stuff. Okay, now we are formatting and now we are on track here. So, okay, that's how I want to do it, like have a coding feature we can just enable and disable. And so what we need to do is under our modules folder, I would just create a new folder and name this one coding. And under coding, we just create a default.nix file. And for our, let's see, and here we can, of course, just import coding also. And for coding, we can just build out a very similar structure like we have in here. Let's see. I would just copy the first lines of our other modules here so we don't have to type everything out here. So let's see. Okay, what I'm doing here is so once again. So my concentration is not here yet, but it will come, I'm pretty sure. So let's see, we do something similar as in the other one. So we bring config and lib into scope, and then we will just create a shorthand here. So we just say config equals, and then we have a config features. And of course, we need to have this coding. And for the first option, we want to do something like nix. And of course, we need to follow the same pattern here. So config.features. Oops. Coding.enable. And let's say we make nix coding features. So so we have options.features.coding. Now we need to build this differently because we need to have something like this. So we need a little bit of another structure. Let's see. As we will have different ones here, I would just start separating here on top with the let binding. So we do something like we have nix config, and then we just say config dot features dot coding dot nix, and then we do something like Python config, and as you can see, the IDE already has an idea about this. So here's the same pattern. We have config.features.coding.python. And let's say down here, I will first of all put the brace in here. And then we do something like options dot, cannot write today. Options dot features dot coding, and then we do equals. And then we can go like Python. Do something like enable equals true. Oh no, that's stupid. We need to, of course, make an enable option first. So we need to do, let's say we have enable equals, and then we take the make enable option function. And let's see. Yeah. So we make an enable option, and here we just make the doc string. So we just say enable Python development environment. And of course, we want to do the same for nix. So we do like this. And here we already have it. So that's that will be the options we define, and based on that option, we of course need to make a configuration here, and the config part always follows the option part. So what we will be doing here is we make a config equals, and then just to make sure, I would just take a merge function here that will help us to merge different configuration parts into each other. And so what this does is so we can do like we take some braces here, and then we just say, okay, if Python config, let's see, Python config dot enable equals to true, then we will create home packages here. And here we say just with packages. And here we already have the correct function here from the IDE. So no, that's, let's see. No, that's stupid. That's a stupid suggestion here. Let's see. We do that manually, not too much IDE work here. So we do with packages. And then we do PS as an argument. And then with PS, and let's say we have these packages here. What did I get wrong here? So we got okay, my editor is driving me crazy today. I don't know what's wrong here. I need to get rid of the I would just need to quickly disable the predictions, because that's kind of so show. Okay. So that's better, because this is very distracting when you want to just write some code, and then you get all the predictions all the time, and that's pretty much messing around with your own stuff. So let's see, I would just need to debug this. This closes here. This goes here. And this is wrong. So we can do like this. And this will basically just install Python with some default packages. And let's say we have pip here. Let's also get UV in here, and let's say pipx. And that's good enough for the base packages. And after that, as part of the outer scope array for home packages, we can just install some other packages. So for example, we can just install Firefly as a language server. And let's say we can also install black as a formatter. And that should be good enough to get started here. And the same we could actually do for nix here. So for nix we also use the make if function, and then we say nix-config dot enable. And then we basically build out the same thing here. So we say here home packages equals with packages. And then we put in our array of packages here for nix. And for nix is less complicated because we don't have this nested packaging as we have with Python packages. So first of all, I would just get Alejandra in. I don't know how to spell this, but this is basically a very good code formatter for nix. And we will have nil as a language server, nixd as a language server. And then we have statics, that nix, and what's also useful might be nix-tree here. And I think that's good enough for now. And I will just quickly restart my editor to get rid of this warning here. So, okay. So this one is okay now. And let's see if we got everything together. So on our server profile, we have coding nix enabled, coding Python enable, and on base we have this one. We are importing coding, and I think we should be good to go. So let's test this if we can enable it. And so we do home manager. Okay, I'm unable to write. And what did I do here? Oh yeah, okay. Add M3. So let's try. Nope. Okay, this is not tracked by Git. I of course need to add it to my Git repo. Oh yeah. I really need to concentrate here a little bit better. So this warning is just telling us it doesn't know what packages is, and that's of course we did not put in packages into the function arguments. So let's try once more. Okay, this seems to work. And let's see when we have Python. So we have Python installed, and let's see, we can just run statics here. That's also available, and of course we can just let the code formatter run here on our directory. So that's all working, and that's all available in our home configuration now. And right now this is kind of simple and simplistic, and I want to have this a little bit more flexible, because as you can see here we install just some base packages that we need for Python package management, for example. And here we have kind of the formatter stuff and the LSP stuff. And I would like to have a possibility to, let's say, when we are in a server profile, to be able to just set additional packages, for example. So let's see, maybe have something like this: additional packages equals, and then we give it an array of packages, for example. And just for now, let's keep it close to what we would write it like manually. So what we could do is do something like with packages, and then we go for Python 3 packages. And of course we need to bring packages into scope up here. Oops. And then we could just, I don't know, define some packages we want to have here for Python. So we could just, for example, take requests and pandas. And that's good enough for testing. And then, of course, we need to head back to our default.nix file in the coding directory. And let's see, we need to define the option here so we will be able to use it. So we just define additional packages equals, and then we create an option here with the make option function. And let's see, then we need to define a type here, and as it is right now, this would be, yeah, this would be kind of a literal expression. No, not a literal expression. That's stupid. This needs to be a list of packages, because that's what we are putting in here. This is just a list of packages. So what we can do here for types is we can do types dot I think it is like this, and then we go for types dot package. I think it should work like this, and then as a default we just give it an empty array. And for, yeah, we can of course have some example code for the documentation, and this is where we can just put in a literal expression And then we can just make an example here. So we can just easily take the one from here. So just like this, and maybe do some nicer formatting here. And of course, what we need to do now is we will kind of create an array of packages. And of course, we need to put that into our coding.nix and kind of append it to the already existing set of packages we are putting in here. And as we are adding Python packages, we need to actually add it up here. And the syntax to just add two arrays together in Nix would be like plus plus, and then we can just go for our Python config, and then additional packages. And what this will do is it will actually, we have created this option here, and we will just append the configured value for this option, which is an array of packages, as I said before, and append it to this array we are having here. So we are kind of passing in the packages here, and these will be appended through our new option here. So let's just have a try. So for example, we shouldn't have something like requests available right now. And you can see this is not found. And we do the same for pandas. That's also not found. And now we can just rebuild our home configuration here. Hello, nice to see you on stream. I'm sorry, but I really don't know how to pronounce your name, so sorry that I'm not kind of greeting you personally. So let's see. This seems to be activating. And now when we check here for requests, no, that's not found. Okay. Let me check. Config features. Python. Let's see, there is an error somewhere with packages. Mm, let's see. Additional packages. Let me just make sure that I've used this correctly. Not have a typo somewhere. No, that's that should be fine. So we have Python 3 packages, requests, pandas, and let's see. No, I think we are on the wrong spot here. So let's just put it here. Because on this one we are in the scope of this here, and as we are passing in kind of Python 3 packages dot package name, this will not correctly evaluate. So let's try once more. Oh yeah, you're right. The introvert, yeah. Yeah, as I read it now, it's kind of obvious. Sorry. So let's try again. Come on, not found. Why? Let's see. We have Python config. That additional packages, and we are enable option. We create an option of type types, list of type. Oh, yeah. Thank you. You are absolutely right. Yeah, that's a typo. And I think I will probably have a typo somewhere else because I'm pretty sure the code should work. Let's see. Let's try once more. But that shouldn't really solve our problem. We have another problem somewhere else. So we have option features, coding, Python, additional packages, example. No, okay. Oops. No. No module named requests, okay. That's strange. I would just check from another terminal. So Python is available. see. No, not found. Yeah, but actually, when you have a username like this, you can kind of tell which people are sharp and which ones are not. So let me try to debug this here. Let me check here. I have made at least some notes in advance, but not very much. Mm. Let's see. That seems to be okay. Let's try something manually here. So we do something like Python 3 packages dot. So let's see if this is working. Nope. But why? Mm. But this should be. Mm. Let's try like this, but usually you can just put in Python 3 and it will just take the latest. working. Okay. Do we have UV available? Yeah, that worked. Pip is also available. I'm not sure what I am missing here right now. Let's check our modules once more. So on our server nix, we say with packages, Python 3 packages. Coding Python additional packages. With packages, Python packages, and then we put in our packages. Just take it out here. I'll try once again up here. Python config. Additional packages. Configuration coding Python. Let's try this once more. Nope. That is kind of strange. What? Ah, yeah. So let's take a nix rebel here. And here we load our flake. And let's see, home configurations dot my user. Nope. won't load it. Let's see, what do we have here? No, no, the REPL won't happen here. Oops. Okay, let's try a different way. Actually, that should be an intermediate step anyway. So we can just get into the one I'm targeting in the end, because right now in this one we have kind of a very nested option here, and I think it would be nicer if we could go just pass an array and make it easier for the user of this option to just pass in package names and abstract the Python packages part away. So we can just do like this, and for that we can just make a couple of changes here to the file, and let's see. So then we need to make our option a little bit different here, because right now we are having a list of packages here, and instead of packages we put a list of strings. And for the example, we can just basically delete the little expression here, and just go like this. And take this one away. Because the example kind of needs to match what we are expecting here. So we expect an array or a list of strings, and that's why we need to change it like this. And let's see. Now, of course, we cannot just append these into the packages here, but what we can do here is we of course need to append another list here. So what we need to do is we need to transform this into the correct package names. And the way we could do that is we use the put every item here in our list into this function, and we'll return for each item ps dot and then our item. And this of course needs to, let's see, I think these braces are too much now. And over here we need to append this to, oops, additional packages. Let's check the braces here. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm still missing something here. Like this. So once again, to sum it up, we have an array here with our just with the names of the packages we want, and what we are doing here, we will append it. But what we are doing is we just take every element of this array here and apply this function here. So we pass in the name, which is requests in this case, and what we will return is ps.requests. And this should kind of feed in the same package mechanic we have up here. And now let's have a try if this is working. Notice. Oh yeah, of course we need to make this Python config here. So let's see if it's working now. Fingers crossed. Nope. I don't get it right now. I've done stuff like this before, but I don't know. I just can't find the error right now. Let's see. We have Python with packages. Yes, with PS. Additional packages. I don't know. That's probably just a very small, stupid mistake I will just find afterwards. So we have. We'll just take the default out here just to make sure it's not, whoops, using the default. If I take the default out, we will kind of get an error when there are wrong values set here. So let's see. No. What about pandas? Also not found. Mm. Let's check something else. Mm. No, I don't. I cannot get it to work right now. Maybe we can just, I don't know, just try another language and let's see. We could just, let's say, we take the Go programming language here. And let's say we also make an enable option and oops, yeah, enable equals true is complete garbage. So we make an enable option here and we say enable Go development environment, and then we also make additional packages and we make an option here. And I kind of want to use the same thing here, so I just want to pass in a list of strings here. So we go for type equals, and then we just say types dot list of, and we say we want string types, and we also create an example here. And let's see, I will just check what kind of default packages we can just do for Go. I don't know. Yeah, for example, for Go, we could do something like, I don't know, something like delve or Go outline, something like that. And now we can just, I don't know, just create something similar here. So we take our braces here, like at the one before. And oh yeah, of course, we need to have something like go config here. And we do like config dot features dot coding dot go. And then we go back here and we say if go config dot enable, and then we just say we create a variable here. No, we don't need that. Let's see, we just go like this here, and then we can just say home packages equals with packages, and then we put our array of packages, and let's say for base packages we of course take Go, the Go language server, the Go formatter, and that should be good enough really. And let's see. And now let's see how we can. Let's first try if this is working. So we go for like Go equals, and then we say enable equals true. And now let's try to enable it here. Go. Let's see. Oh yeah, right. I think the Go formatter is just part of the Go package. So let's see. Go is available. The Go language server is also available. Okay, so Go is working right now. And now let's have a look at some additional packages. So let's see, what do we want here? Let's see. I'm just looking up some packages I want to install. Um, so we can just take some easy ones for now, because I didn't really make a list of what I want to put into these default environments, because most of the time there's kind of project-based configurations, but these kind of should be like general purpose. So we would just, I don't know, add some standard packages in here. So we just create additional packages here, and then equals, and put our array. And let's say we take go tools, and of course this, my OBS keeps disconnecting. I don't know why. It's maybe it's something with the Starlink again. So let's add something like go tests, for example, and then have something like go outline. So and of course what we need to do is we need to so let's see, go config additional packages. I'm just checking if I have everything. Okay, now we can try. Nope. Packages is not of type. Okay. Packages. Let me check. Oh yeah, of course. We will probably need to do something like this here. So let's see. We need the braces and then we need the map function again. And then we can, of course, just do name again. And then we do packages dot and we go these are not packages. Now let's try once more. Oh no, there's some errors in here. So we are using a dollar here. And now it's working. And so this part resolves to packages.go, please. And that's kind of the same we are doing here with the map function here. So now what did we add here? Server nix, go tests, go tools, not found, okay. Go outline is available and go tests is also available. Okay, this has been working. So you can see just from the way we are doing this here, this is kind of working. And so I will just have a look at the Python syntax packaging syntax here, because I don't know, that's I think I have just a problem with the naming here. Let's see. So we have. I hope this is not too boring, because I don't know, just debugging stuff like this is not the very. It's not the most interesting stuff here. So here we have with packages. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have an idea we can do, because this can. Okay, it's not configured. Let's take Sonnet 4. Okay, I haven't configured this. Okay, I just thought we can just take LLM, but I haven't configured that. see. So check why Python part is not working. Okay, that's kind of smart. The AI is searching Nix packages index to see what's available on Python. But this up here is kind of wrong because Firefly is a kind of very new LSP server. I think this is done by Facebook. I think Facebook released this one. Ludovic, hello. Yeah, I checked in the I checked on the Python REPL. So, but we can check again. Oops. So just let me check something here. So I just want to quickly check what it's saying here. Broken pipe. Let's see. So we can just do some. Oops. Do something. Okay. That is strange because I tried that before. Oh, okay. But usually you can just on Nix, you will have, for example, on requests, you can just kind of execute it. Let's try the REPL again. Okay, this is also working. So we don't really have an error, but I don't really remember how I had configured it, but last time I did a Python setup here on Nix, I was kind of just able to use kind of the request as a executable, and it was showing me options. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that these ones are just libs and not the executables, and I just thought too much about the executables and did overlook that it's library context right now. I think, yeah, I think the part is this one here because we are doing Python with packages, and then we kind of we put this in this context here, and then we install it as libraries. And I think when we just do something regularly with Python packages, not in not in this context, but in the outer context, then we would probably just get them as a CLI tool. So yeah, that's actually, this was kind of correct from the start. So anyway, we wasted some time here. But I'm glad it's working now. So Ludovic, thank you very much for your hint. This was pointing totally into the right direction. So let's see, there was something else I wanted to do here with this, and that's, yeah, probably the last one I'm doing for today here. So I thought about when we have, let's say we have our coding environments here, and I would like to have an option here to kind of determine which package set to take. So for example, we have the overlays part here, and we didn't configure very much here, but we could kind of enable the stable packages here. And I would like to have some kind of option switch in our coding setups where I can just select the package. So when I have different ones here, let's say I have pinned packages, I have unstable, I have master. And of course, there are different versions behind on Nix packages. And then I can just refer to them and just define this in, let's say, in our server profile in our coding options here. So let's try to build this one here. Let's see, how do we build this? So let's say we make an option here. Let's say it's package set, and let's say we call this one stable here because we have our stable overlay. And when we have our flag.nix, we can see our default Nix packages is the unstable branch. And of course, this is not finished yet. I didn't do that in the last time. So this refers to inputs Nix packages stable. And in order to have the base to work, we of course need to put something like this here. So let's see. And I think it was like this. Let me check on my other config. I don't remember that. So let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a dot, of course. So that should work like this. Then we have our Nix packages stable here, and we refer to that in our overlays. And of course, we need to check our base config here, because we need to refer to this here. And let's see. So we need to make outputs available here, and then we can refer to our outputs dot overlays, and then to our stable packages here, because that's kind of a chain thing here. So we make a Nix packages stable available, and then we define an overlay which is called stable packages. And of course, to have this available in our home manager configuration, we need to define the available overlays for Nix packages and what we are doing here, and that's what we are doing here. And now let's try to make an option for this one. So let's see, where did I put this in? I put this in the Go language. So I didn't spell that right. So we make this a package set. And let's say we put this here. Package set and then equals. And this can easily just be a string. And we give it a default value, which is kind of default. And yeah, we can also, of course, I don't know. This is totally incomplete and inconsistent here with my options, but I can easily just add documentation and stuff like that later on. So we can just say, okay, which packages variant to use for Golang. And that should be good enough. And let's see, how can we do that? Actually, what we could do is we could kind of create a function here. And let's say we have a let binding here. Oops. And let's say we do something like select, let's say we call it select packages. And we have package sets as an argument. And let's say if the package sets is default, then we return packages, which is of course default for nix-OS. And then we can just say else we return packages dot, and then and that's basically the same as we did with our map function here. Then we return packages dot, and here we have the string of our package set here. Yeah, that should kind of work like this, because we, of course, this kind of has some dependencies. So we are kind of dependent on that we are using stable here, for example. So the way we would use this is when we are here on stable here, and let's say just to give you an overview on how these things work. Okay, I can. My camera just went out. That's not good. I will check that later. So we are running without camera, but that doesn't matter for now. And let's see, where was I? Yeah, the naming of the package set. So for example, when you are in overlays here, and let's say you have named this stable one, then of course you would need to go into server nix. Then you would also need to call it in here stable one. So this kind of needs to match the overlay, otherwise this won't work. So what is it doing here? Okay. So just from the theory, this should work like this. So we can just try it. So of course we need to actually use it. So let's see. Mm, so let's see. The way we can take this now is, let me think about this a little bit. We could kind of make another declaration here, really. So we could go just like this, and then we just say, okay, we have a let binding here, and we say we have something like go packages, and we call our select packages function and pass in from our go config the package set here. And this will, in case we pass in stable, for example, return packages.stable. And now what we can do is instead of with packages, we can just say with go packages. And of course, we need to have an in here. And let's see. And I think we should be able to also refer to go packages in here in our map function. And of course we need another phrase here, I think. Yeah, okay. And now we kind of should be good. So right now we have, let's see, do we get the Go version here? What is the flag for? Nope. Oh yeah, it's without. Okay. So we have something like this. Okay, we have Go version 1.24. And now we just try to rebuild. Expected. Let's see, flag.nix19. That got a string. Here's a typo. Nope. Nix. Okay, I made another typo. Nix packages. Oh yeah, we need a URL, of course. Now it should be working. And I would just check my camera in between. Okay, there was something wrong with the cable. So let's see. Okay, we still got an error here. Let's see. When declaring an option, you must wrap the type in a make option call. So we have something in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course. We need to. I'm so sorry, but I'm not very concentrated today. I know I said that in the start of the stream, but I don't know, that kind of tedious today. I don't know. So we have the description here. So what else do we? Of course, this needs to be a type. Okay, and now we should be good to go. Okay, there's another typo. Yeah, actually the most common source of error today is just simple typos. Okay, you know what? When I got this running, I should really just packages end the stream and really get some sleep. That should probably help with all of the problems here. Stable one. Select packages. Let's see, we have stable here. And yeah, of course, that's what I was talking about. This was still named stable one, so it doesn't know it. So my wife is also in the chat, and she's writing German, and I don't know how many of you guys understand German, but she's just writing just end the pain. Of course, that's a joke from her, but that's pretty much to the point. So okay, this seems to be working. So let's see if it builds. Yep, that's working. So let's have a look at our version numbers again, of course, because of all of our little mistakes. We have this very far up here. So we had Go version 1.24.5. And now we have kind of set Go to use the stable. And this is the same. Okay, wait. Let me check. Okay, usually you don't have the same packages on stable and on unstable, so I am afraid we will just need to make another try. Because when we have a look here and just make this a little bit bigger, here we have 124.5 on unstable, and unfortunately it's the same version on stable. So let's see how we have that with Nix here. Nix is 228.4, 228.4. Okay, that's also not the best idea. Python. We have 314. That's also the same. Okay. Yeah. So as of right now, I don't have a really good demonstration, but I think you kind of get the point how this is working. And let's say, for example, when I open my main flake here and have a look at the overlays. Here we have some more, I think. So when you have a structure like this, let's say sometimes I have something in like 10 packages that refer to a certain commit of next packages or stable packages. For some packages I have pinned packages, and that's kind of the same mechanic. So when you have multiple package definitions or overlays for Nix packages in your overlays configured, that's kind of an easy way to use it in your home configuration here. So basically what we did now is just to sum this up for today. We have created some coding features where we can enable and disable languages, where we can just add additional packages just from our server.nix, and of course for all the other profiles we will build in the future. And we have created an option where we can just pass in the Nix packages version we want to use for our Go language in this example. And of course, we can make as many or as less as we want with this one. So that's kind of one more building block on how I want to build this home configuration. And of course, there are still some things to do and to consider. For example, I want to pass in like parts from the host machine into our home flag. So we will need to figure out how we can do that in a later stream. And of course, I want to add additional profiles and also flesh out the profiles. They are more useful because these are just very basic right now. And of course, in the end, I want to have really functioning and useful home manager configuration just for myself. But I think it's kind of nice to do this by example and to build out the features. And right now, for me, there's no real hurry to do that. So for the next streams, I'm not quite sure if I can make it next week, and maybe I will. But next week I will just get I need to set up a new work laptop and some virtual machines also with Nix. So if I do a stream, we will probably not continue on this one, but this one we will definitely continue the week after. So yeah, thanks to all of you for watching this kind of mess today. I'm really sorry I was not very good with my concentration, and it was a long day, and hopefully next time will be better again. If you have questions, just drop a comment, and of course I will just put up the code on my code repo. I will probably do that tomorrow because today I'm basically done. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream despite the chaos, and we will see you. I will see you on the next stream. So it was great to have you here, and see you next